The assessments tab is like an assessments library, and this is where you can manage and track your client's assessment scores. So these are assessments that are done outside of OT Wizard. So if you're using OT Wizard, then you want to really use the guided evaluations because those are scored on the back end, and we have like 17 different evaluations for you to choose from. But the assessments a lot of times are where you'll want to go ahead and add in other standardized or non-standardized assessments. So let me show you what that looks like. So you'll first select the assessment template that you did. Now I'm logged into a team account, so we have team favorites here. But if you're not on a team account, you won't see that. But all of these are, I think, I can't remember how many we have right now. I think we're coming up on close to, no, we have 18, right there it is. So let's say that you wanted to input the PDCAT. That's good. I can also do this and find it. There we go. And I would just select the student that I'm doing this for. So let's say I'm doing it for Slate. And I can choose the date administered. So let's say I did it last Friday, and I can go ahead and start entering my information. Now, whatever standardized assessment you're putting in here, you're responsible for finding out and interpreting your scores. This is just the library for you. So you'll need to use their manual to get this information. So this is the one for the PDCAP. So you can see there's some drop downs and things like that. So if you didn't do a section, you can just skip it. There's a place here for you to add any notes about it that you want to, and you can put in some information, and like maybe you're like, oh, okay, 75th percentile and the scaled score is 6. I have no idea. And then you want to put in that the parent completed this and you want to save your progress. And then what you can do is you can go, when you go back into it, you will see that it'll say in progress. But if I wanted to continue and add my other scores in, as long as they were from this date, I could go ahead and do it. Now, if I wanted to, let's say that this one came back and it was done by the parent, but I didn't get it until or I did get it maybe 2 weeks ago, I would want to create a new PDCAT entry because each of these are done by the date administered. So that's how it's going to go. But the beauty of this is that when you go into your report wizard, and let's say that I want to create a new report on someone. Now, I don't know if this is going to show up for him because I didn't actually complete it. But let's say I'm doing a full evaluation report, and this is going to be for the school because it's IEP. Oops, he doesn't have that kind. Let's change it to medical. This is so smart, but oh, I see what's wrong. Hold on. Okay, I had to go in and change my start date because it's looking for the dates range of when there was an evaluation. So apparently there was not an evaluation during that part. Okay, so anyway, so I could select to add any of these things to my report. I don't have to, and I'm going to keep this one pretty tight for this reason. So let's say that I wanted to select this evaluation, and I had this form that the teacher filled out, and then I see my other one didn't show up because it wasn't completed, but look, the Bury is completed and I want to add that. So basically what I can do is I can merge all of these 3 things into my evaluation. And when it does the write-up, it will populate all that information for you and actually even give you, it knows like about the Bury and it knows about the PDCAT and sort of what those scores mean in reference to the information that you already put in that guided evaluation. So instead of going through and always trying to piece things together and figure it out, it's going to do it for you. So that's the beauty of the assessments part. And then, like I say, you can go through and you can see which ones are completed or in progress. And if you want to delete it, you can, or I can mark it as complete when I'm done. So that is how you can add your assessments. Oh, and one other thing that I really like about this is if you've done assessments over time, so let's say that you gave Ivy the Beery, let's say this March, but let's say you also gave it to her 2 years ago. If you were tracking that and you could put it on here, you could even create a report or an evaluation, and you could choose both of those times. And as long as you open up that date filter finder to go back to the oldest Beery, and it would actually show you and give you the change over time for any two evaluations or any two assessments that are the same. So I think that's pretty cool.